During the winter months, there's no yard sales or garage sales for me to go to. There's no outdoor flea markets. So the places that I've got to go to replenish my stock room of junk,
What a piece of junk!
aka garage, are estate sales, thrift stores, and of course alleys around town. Which brings me to all of this junk that I've collected this winter to be used for various upcycling projects. I've got antiques, tools, and furniture like this sewing machine bench. Oh yeah, bonus with this bench. Under this lid are small oddities and antiques that have been stored there for decades. Now, I haven't even looked at them. Well, to be honest, I did take a peek, but I've been saving them to be uncovered with you. Now, I haven't been this excited since Geraldo unlocked Al Capone's secret vault.
Directly beneath me, in this hotel's rubble-strewn basement, a massive concrete chamber has been discovered, and there is evidence to suggest that that vault once belonged to Al Capone.
All this and more today on Alley Picked. So let's go through all these items one by one. Some of them you might remember. Some of them you might even still have. Some of them you might say, what the heck is that? But should be a lot of fun. Let's do it. I found this a couple weeks ago in a small town thrift store. It's made of oak, has a rubber pad on the front, and a leather strip along the inside horseshoe edge. I did some research and discovered it's called a boot jack. It's used to remove your boot. One foot presses on the top to hold it down, and the heel hooks under the opening. Pretty clever. This is a metal ladle, possibly cast iron. It looks like it'll clean up nicely on a wire wheel. I'll do a little restoration on this and use it for something, even if it's a wall hanger. It's pretty cool. I found this in a garage at an estate sale. I had no clue what it was when another man there saw me looking all confused and asked if I knew what it was. He went on to tell me that it's a trailer jack. You put the axle in here, pull the trailer forward, and it lifts the wheel off the ground. Not sure what I'm going to use it for, but when I do, you'll be the first to know. This is obviously a trowel, another thrift store find, probably used to smooth out cement. But what I love about this one is that the whole thing is handmade, 100% wood. Nowadays they all have metal plates on them. I wonder who used this, who made it, and what they were building with it. These are copper gutters from the 1920s. They came off of my church. I'm not sure what I'm going to use them for, but I've got a few ideas swirling around in my head. We'll see what happens. These are wooden shutters. I paid $3 for this at the thrift store. I remember similar ones to these in my parents' dining room growing up. One can really appreciate the detail and craftsmanship that went into making these. I was pretty surprised to see that these are still available today. If you're interested, you can buy one at Home Depot for only $181.50. There's so much stuff you can make out of old crates. This Pepsi crate, it can be turned into a kid's wagon, a planter. I've used them for a tabletop and even a footstool. Here's another nice looking crate I picked up for $8. It can be turned into a bench, a shelf, or whatever your mind can dream of. This was removed from the side of a sewing machine. I love the carved detail on the drawer front. It's missing a drawer, but there's still a lot it can be used for. I can put a top on it, I can add a drawer, I can even use the drawers separately for storage. I'll wait until the right project comes along. Now, we get to Al Capone's real secret vault. Lots of goodies in here. Here's a small oil can that says Singer on it. Inside of this old makeup container is a bunch of pins. Inside this box we find some staples and a small screwdriver. This is a nice looking Singer box with a bunch of sewing machine parts. A sewing machine power cord. Another oil can. This one looks like from the 1960s. More sewing machine parts, bobbins. Here's a cool little screwdriver. I never used one of these, but I'm guessing it's a lady's hat pin. Singer motor lubricant. I've never seen a tool like this, but I'm guessing it was used for a sewing machine. The shaft is round and the end is flat. Jackpot, a little purse. I'm sure this holds all the money. A razor blade, pins, pencils, and a crayon. I had hoped for more. Here's an old El Marco marker. Let's see if it works. Amazing. My Sharpies don't even last a year, and this one still works after decades. Some needles, sewing machine papers. This is cool. The original sewing machine instruction manual. Finally, an old Sears advertisement. Kind of ironic that it's an advertisement for a sewing machine. Finally, there's the bench itself. It can be restored or repurposed into many things, including an end table. I do have a lot more stuff to show you, but I think it's going to have to wait for a part 2 of this video. But I will show you one last item. I found this in a thrift store box that had old photographs from 1902. Now, I'm not into old photos of people that I don't know, but this got my attention. It's a slate used as a personal chalkboard by a student, probably in the early 1900s. Now, this thing doesn't look like it's been washed for over 50 years. So let's see what it looks like under all this chalk. Now that looks really nice. I can see this being used for a laser engraved sign. Put a catchy phrase on it. Better yet, put my logo on it. Yeah, like that. Thanks for watching Allie Picked. I hope you enjoyed all of this junk today. If so, do this and all of these things right here. And until next time, I'll meet you in the alley.